Welcome to Greetings from DIY. Special moments need special announcements. For that precious new baby in your life, send this adorable babe magnet. Moving to a new address? Get the word out with a moving mailbox. Plus, everyone will keep these keepsake rehearsal and wedding invitations and share the joy of a graduation, bar and bar mitzvah, or baptism with this fold-out card held together with ribbon. It's all happening right now on Greetings from DIY. Welcome to Greetings from DIY. I'm Joy McDonnell. When you have good news, you can hardly wait to announce it. And today, we're going to show you all kinds of announcements for your special news. One of my favorites is for the birth of a new baby. This type of announcement always ends up on refrigerator doors. Well, your new baby will have star billing in every kitchen in town with this babe magnet. It's the creation of Jennifer Jensen from Making Memories, and she's here to show us just how to make it. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thanks for having me, Joy.
You know, in our house, when we get a photo in a card, it goes right on the fridge.
Exactly. And there is nothing sweeter than a newborn baby. And whenever we receive an announcement, exactly where the photograph goes. So today we're going to create a card that doubles as a refrigerator magnet.
I love this idea. It's absolutely adorable, and this part is the magnet.
It is. The metal frame serves as the magnet, and you turn it over, there's the magnet sheeting. It goes right up on the refrigerator so Grandma and Grandpa can enjoy it all year long.
This is something any new mom would be proud to send out.
That's right.
Show us how to make it.
All right. We're going to start off with a piece of double-sided cardstock that has two different colors, and we've just torn the top off of that just to create a nice soft edge.
All right.
We've folded that up 2 inches up to the top, and we're just going to add a nice little sentiment just at the bottom with a rub-on word.
All right.
Okay.
And you've added such a nice little touch there.
Right. You can use, there's a lot of different sayings. We've chose little one. We've used miracle on the other one. You just simply lay that on the paper and take your craft stick and hold it firmly in place.
Okay.
And just rub the word right onto your card.
And if you'd like any more details on how to make this card, visit our website at DIYnetwork.com. Now, you do have to take care when you rub these on, because you want to make sure you've got all the parts down, right?
Right. And if it happens to lift up and you've missed a spot, you can just lay it back down, just like I've done right there.
Okay.
And you can just lay it right back where it goes.
All right.
And just rub some more.
Perfect.
And as you can see, that just what a nice little touch that adds.
I love it, and I love the white lettering.
Perfect. So as we move on right here, you can see that I've stitched the pocket down with the sewing machine. You can use a staple or adhesive or just hand stitch that down.
Okay.
And then we've taken the vital information, just printed it out on our computer, and we're just going to nicely frame that name with a little label holder right here.
Now, you could print out all the information, the name of the parents, any siblings, weight, all that stuff.
Anything you'd like, right?
Okay.
But the name we just thought would be nice to showcase right there.
Absolutely.
We'll take the paper piercer and simply just poke that through, and then using these tiny little brads.
Well, let's show that. Let's see what it looks like.
We'll take and place
All
that right there.
Put that right through that hole.
And then we'll just turn that over.
Okay.
And simply spread the brad out right there. And that holds every little bit of information in place.
All right.
And as you can see right here, we've taken and done the same technique with all the information and then added in the original over here, the bow right here with a nice little soft touch.
Love that. Now, show us how to make that special part.
Okay, the best part here is we have taken a metal frame, and we've added some ribbon and a nice little colored safety pin.
Now, you just wrap the ribbon right around the frame.
Right, and just secured it with the pin right there. And then, believe it or not, you can rub the same letters, the rub-on letters, right onto any type of surface, and on the metal it works really well.
So you can rub them right on there, and it could say anything you wanted it to say.
Right, perfect. And then we've taken our magnetic backing and just adhered it to the photograph.
Okay.
And then using the glue dots, we're just going to take those.
Love these things. They'll stick anything down, won't they?
They will. They're perfect.
They really are. But you got to be careful not to touch them with your fingers, because as soon as you get into those guys, they're all over the place.
And that just simply goes all along the bottom edge.
Okay.
And then we're going to place that right over the photograph.
Perfect.
Just like that, and that slips right into the pocket of your birth announcement.
There we go.
Right
now
in there.
You made also an adorable card to go along, an envelope to go along with your card.
Right. can you send out a perfect birth announcement without just jazzing up the white envelope? So
No.
we've taken a sticker label and we've just, with letter stamps, just printed announcing right on that, added another safety pin with a bow, and now it's ready to send the whole package out.
Beautiful. And now you've also made a gorgeous little card and envelope for a baby girl, too.
Right. We've taken the same concept, used pink paper, pink, 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 and a little bit of a softer touch. We've used the little label, leather label holder and frame, and just what a sweet little touch that is.
I love it. Jennifer, thank you so much. What wonderful ideas.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Coming up later, elegance on rehearsal and wedding invitations with a gatefold card that is embellished with a faux wax seal. But first, a change of address mailbox that moves when you move. It's all in the pulls and slides when Greetings from DIY returns. Here's a great idea. Not sure what to do with the extra copies of your baby announcements? How about creating a shadow box using just a few embellishments and make the announcement the focus for everyone to enjoy? Welcome back to Greetings from DIY. Moving to a new home is so exciting, you probably want all your friends to know. That's what makes this interactive change of address announcement so perfect. It entertains and informs all at the same time. And it's the brainchild of Andrea Grossman of Mrs. Grossman's Paper Company. Welcome, Andrea.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I love your interactive cards.
I do too. There's so many things you can do with interactive once you get the science of it.
It's the mechanism you got to understand,
Yes.
right?
It's not always easy, but once you understand it, it's there forever.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you've made an adorable one for us. Show us how this one works.
This is a change of address card, as you said, and when you pull this pulley, look at that.
Voila,
the new address.
how cute is that?
Ready to put in your address book or on the fridge.
That's right. Or on your
Clipped
bulletin
it with
board.
one of those cute little round paper clips.
Adorable.
There you are.
All right, show us how to get started on making
Easy. This is easier than you might think.
Okay.
We need a 9 1/4 by 12-inch piece of paper.
this. Okay.
Scored and folded evenly into thirds, so that would be 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches.
Okay.
We cut a little channel right through here, about 1 3/4 inches from the fold here.
Alrighty.
Start it with a punch, and then you just connect the dots.
Got
and
it.
Make your slit.
Got the channel system
Okay.
going on.
Now we're going to make the pulley.
Okay.
That piece of paper is 9 1/4 by 2 1/4.
All right.
And we've scored it evenly
Right
in thirds.
into thirds.
See the score marks?
Okay.
And then we fold it onto itself and glue it together
So that you get
so that it's good and sturdy.
so you get that guy right there in your
there.
hand. All right.
Now, important part. We're going to put a red heart sticker on it.
I wonder why.
We want to know the top of the pulley and the
Okay.
end of the pulley. So that's
Okay.
going to help us as we construct the card. So
Very
now our
good.
pulley is done. We're going to make the glide and the stop.
Okay.
1 inch by 3 inch piece of paper and a 1 by 1 1/2 inch piece of paper.
Okay.
Scored at the inch mark and then on the outside again at the 1/2 inch mark.
Got it. Now don't worry, if you would like to get all the parts and pieces and sizes, we have a template on our website at DIYnetwork.com.
So we're going to fold our little card that we just scored.
Okay.
Fold 1/3 and then fold it back on itself.
Okay.
Fold this third and fold it back on itself.
Got it.
And then we're going to put glue right here on the little feet.
Okay.
And we're going to glue it to our pulley like this.
All right. Now, that's important to remember which way to glue it.
Yes.
You want to glue it
want
this
it-
way,
So that the opening goes along with the pulley.
not that way.
exactly.
Okay.
So then you'd have 2 stops. We
Right,
don't want that.
exactly. You don't want that.
Then to do the stop, we're going to do the same thing. We've scored at 1/4 inch marks.
Okay.
We're going to fold it and glue the little feet again the way we did before.
Okay.
And we're going to put that over the channel like so.
Very good. Okay, so now you've done that stop right there, and that's what
And
stops
that's
the
about
guy from moving.
1 1/4 from the edge of the card.
Okay.
Now we're going to put the pulley through,
And we need to flip it over.
flip it over, put it through the stop.
Okay.
Now we're going to pinch this part that we did earlier
And slip it right through that
and
slot.
run it through the slot and then flatten it.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay. There
Good.
we go.
Now we've done the mechanics.
All right, now show us how to decorate.
Okay, we're going to make the post office box, a mailbox, with a sheet of 3 1/2 by 4 1/2 black cardstock, same
Okay.
as the card. We're going to put silver sticker paper right on top of it. But
Okay.
look what we did. We put foam tape on the reverse side.
Got it.
So that it is up over and has room for that little card to slide through.
Okay.
Last step, we're going to put the card, get the position, attach it.
And he slips
what
right
we
out.
have.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for coming and showing this
My
to
pleasure.
us. Love to have you.
Thank you.
Next on Greetings from DIY, you'll see how vellum is so versatile with this gatefold card and announcement, and later, the happy event on this graduation, bar and bat mitzvah or baptism announcement. We'll be right back. Don't go away. When sending out wedding announcements, they are only sent to friends and family who are not invited to the wedding. They should be sent out the day after the wedding or shortly thereafter. Welcome back to Greetings from DIY. I'm Joy McDonnell. Every bride wants her wedding day to be absolutely perfect, starting with the most gorgeous wedding announcements in the world, like these super elegant invitations. They're designed by Anna Griffin of Anna Griffin Inc. And here to give us the step-by-step scoop is Anna herself. Welcome.
Thanks, Joy. It's great to be here.
Now, I understand you make beautiful wedding things, but you also have good tips for announcements.
I do. Well, I found that when brides have a small wedding, then you can't invite everybody. It's important to send an announcement to all the friends and family that's just as beautiful as the day itself.
I agree. And you have made a super special one right here.
I have. It was inspired by, all those award shows and how they make this dramatic announcement. Well, look, the same thing happens here. You actually, and the winner is.
Yeah.
And it opens
And
up.
the bride is.
That's right. So it's really simple, but it's very dramatic at the same time.
I love it.
So I'll get started.
Give us the lowdown.
The first thing that I did was I took a 7 by 10 inch piece of cardstock and I laser printed the announcement invitation information in the middle. It's not
Okay.
really an invitation, just an announcement.
Right.
And one of the things that I paid close attention to was, since I was folding, where the type actually landed on the fold.
That is a good tip.
Yeah, you don't want it to be in the middle.
Right.
Of the fold.
That's right.
Okay, and so one of the things that you do in an announcement, the wording is exactly the same, except it's your parents announcing the marriage and the date, the time, and the place, but nothing else.
So it would be the same information on your invitation, but those important things that you just told us about.
Right. So I'm going to actually cover this in vellum. So I took a 7 by 10 inch piece of vellum. I'm going to lay the invitation on the top,
Okay.
and I'm going to fold one side at a time, lining it up the bottom.
And Anna, that's a good tip. You want to make sure that you're folding the vellum and the card at the same time.
Right.
So that they fit together nicely.
Right, so I'll fold the flap in at the top and then wrap the vellum over it and then fold it again.
And you
use
get
the
that.
bone folder makes a nice crease.
Right. Very professional.
So now it's time to embellish it. I've taken a 7 inch piece of ribbon and I've put a glue dot on one side. I'm going to put a glue dot on the other side as well.
Okay.
It's just right behind itself. And then there's no tying, there's no threading. All you're doing is twisting the ribbon.
No, wait,
to
do
make-
that one more time because that's a twist of your wrists, not a twist of the ribbon.
Right. And
Very important.
You overlap.
Okay.
The glue dot stays in the middle. I'm going to put it right in the center of the invitation. And now all it needs is a seal. And I've used the groom's initial, the new
Yes.
married initial.
You get to use the new stuff.
And now it's ready to mail.
Anna, that's so pretty. I love this announcement. Anybody would love to receive that. But you have more for us.
I do. The same technique, you can make a vellum sleeve. And this was where the invitation actually slides out in the center.
I think this is very classy, nice and sleek.
Very plain, you can still decorate this. Now I've taken the same sheet of vellum and I've scored it at 2.5 inches again, like we just did.
Okay.
But I added an inch to the paper to provide the flap at the bottom for the envelope.
Now, what's the size of this piece of vellum?
This is 7 by 8.
Okay.
Sorry, 10 by 8. It's all on the website, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everything, not only is this template on the website, but we also have a little surprise later on.
So I've scored everything the same, but this time I've cut out the bottom of the vellum
Okay.
to form the pocket. Let me show it to you actually in this form. I'm going to unfold it first. So you're folding in the gate, and then up the flap.
That's
so
perfect.
In and then up.
And
so this is the back.
All right.
And you would flip it over.
And there's your front.
And for the invitation, I did this. I actually stamped on a piece of decorative paper first with a rubber stamp.
Right.
And then I overprinted with a laser printer all the information.
And you use special laser paper for this, right?
Well,
Okay.
most scrapbook paper, decorative paper is laser compatible.
Oh, wonderful.
And then that would just actually mount to a piece of cardstock.
Oh, Anna,
it
that's
slides in,
gorgeous.
just like that.
Perfect.
I have one more.
You have a special surprise for us.
I love this. This is an announcement in a box. Something that you might have to hand deliver. But if you'll notice that all the wedding information is on the front, and then on the back I've stamped, yeah, you might have to help me there.
I'll help you out.
The word love.
That is just beautiful. Anna, you are the perfect person to show us ideas for weddings. You do such a beautiful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, whether it's a graduation, bar and bat mitzvah, or baptism, it's a time you'll want to share with everyone. I'll show you how to make a fold-out card with just ribbon and cardstock when Greetings from DIY returns.
Wedding announcements carry no obligation for the recipient to send a gift to the bride and groom, so many families send them rather than invitations to friends who are not expected to attend the wedding or send a gift.
Welcome back to Greetings from DIY. We all have moments in life that define who we are. Graduation is one, so are bar and bat mitzvahs and baptisms. Celebrating those times with personal announcements is a great way to share the joy. With cardstock, stickers, and a lot of creativity, this card becomes a special announcement. I have made a wonderful fold-out card that announces a bar mitzvah. It folds right out so that we have the announcement. And then on the reverse side is the actual address so that we can send that right off to our recipient. Let me show you how to get started. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and cut ourselves a piece of cardstock that creates the foundation. This is a nice square, and I want to decorate it with a frame for my Star of David. So I've cut 4 strips of cardstock that I'm going to adhere together to create a frame. And what I've done is I have put 3D dots on the back so that I can stick it right down nice and easily. And I'm just going to expose those and place that right down into the center of my piece. The next thing I want to do is create the star. I cut 2 4 1/4 squares and I marked the center because I want to get 2 equilateral triangles. I've marked it right down to each of those corners, and then I've cut out the triangle. Next thing I want to do is mark inside about 3/8 of an inch and create that line. I'm going to cut inside that line to get my triangle. Now we'll need 2 of these triangles to put together for the star. And I've already created one of those right here. And I have that star. I've adhered those together with some foam tape as well. And that will give me the lift that I need when I put that right into place. Now I place that into my card, and then what I want to do is get some embellishments to make it look real pretty. So I put a balloon and some confetti so we have that nice celebration spirit. What we want to do now is create the binding, and that's done with ribbon. So we are going to take all of these pieces, all of our foundation pieces, and put them right down together. Now I've gone ahead and done some steps already. I need to put some adhesive right into the center, and I've already done that all the way down the line. And I've put my ribbon in place. So I go ahead and I lay my ribbon over, and then I want to take this ribbon and fold it back over itself and place that right down so that I get that nice strip. Now you would do this carefully so that your ribbon folds right over itself. Then with my announcement information, I lay that right over top of the ribbon so that I get a pretty inside for my card. Now remember, you'll go back and decorate with pretty embellishments so that when you're finished, you have a card that opens up to announce a very special event. That's it for Greetings from DIY. I'm Joy McDonnell. Thanks for joining us.